How's everybody doing today? I am a bit late today, but just let me get everything set up. It's been a hectic week with everything I've been working on, but hope everybody's having a good day. Hope the market is treating us well. Let me get everything set up so we can jump right into it. Like always, guys, feel free to post questions on the comments. I'll gladly answer anything we want to take a quick look at. We're also going to take a quick look at what's happening in the market today. But first, let me just make sure I am on streaming. Yep, I should be on. I actually just released a video. It was a popular one. And actually, I have to fix some stuff. Right now, start streaming. Quick second, guys. Hope everybody's doing good. This is actually pretty weird. Stream. Hey guys, how's it going? Yep, something's wrong with my setup real quick. But hope everybody's doing good right now. How's everybody doing? Let me just get the stuff set up. Sorry guys, give me one quick second. There's been some mishap here. Oh, thumbnail. So how's everybody's day going today? How's the market treating you guys? Anything interesting happening so far? Live stream. I just need a live stream. But let me get set up, guys. So what's going on, guys? How's everything? Actually, I'll do that for next time. But let's see what's going on with the market right now. Give me a let's see. Whole new setup has me a little bit weird lately. I had to change it off to my laptop real quick, and it's kind of giving me some issues. But let's see. Let me just post on live. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look at the market. So Finvis. Let's start off with Finvis. CC. It's another red day. I think it's just been continuously red days, right? Have we seen? Actually, yesterday we had a U-turn at the end of the day. But when we do these live streams, we definitely see it pretty much being all red. Dow is down 0.47. Nasdaq is down 0.71. S&P 500 is down 0.63 at the moment. If we take a quick look, it seems like big tech is taking a huge hit right now. Right, Microsoft is down 0.76. We have Google down 0.82. Facebook down 0.94. Even Nvidia and AMD are down 1.4%. So market is definitely taking a hit right now. The only ones that really seem to be having any type of green day are the financial markets, right? We see Visa, MasterCard, AXP, JPM, and Bank of America kind of being up right now. If we take a quick look at StockTwits, I want to see if anything is trending right now. Fisker, is this the EV company? I believe this is the EV company, right? They are down about 6.4% on the day. We don't have any Palantir. It's actually at 4%. I know we have some Palantir bulls here, so let me know if you guys are excited about Palantir right now. It's up 4%, so pretty interesting for sure. I don't think there's anything too SDC is that Smile Direct Club. Smile Direct Club is up 0.6. It's up 2.4% on the day right now. Fat Fisker, what's going on? David Becker, how's it going? David, is Fisker in your portfolio right now? This is one I'm not too familiar, but we can see Palantir is definitely down. Sorry, FSR. So what's going on with Fisker right now? Why is stock price down 6.5%? Is it because one of its competitors kind of already released their cars or something like that? I It's because okay. So let's take a quick look at CNBC.com. What's really S&P dips despite strong retail sales as September sluggishness continues. It's so crazy, right? How just a month can kind of bring this form of bearish sentiment. I feel like September becomes like one of those self-made prophecy that because September's normally drop. Stocks normally drop in September. Now every September when we see a red day, it's like because of that September gloom and sluggishness. But we can see there's let's see what are some stocks making big move today. 5 things to know before the stock market open. Stock market open already. Investors digest stronger retail sales, weaker jobless. Much of September losses historically come in the back end of the month. So I guess we're still in early stages. Southwest Airlines unveils new COVID vaccine incentive for staff. FDA strike cautious tone ahead of vaccine booster meeting. I don't think there's anything too crazy happening in the market right now. I wanted to see if there were any stocks up insane. Let's take a quick look at my portfolio. David, is anything doing good in your portfolio today? Are you super excited with how your stocks are doing? So we can see right now in forms of my portfolio, I have Sorens is down 2.4%, Skills is down 2.2%. Nothing. Nvidia is in the 220 levels, down about 2% as well. It seems Nvidia down 1.4. We have it does seem like it is a red day. Not much green in my portfolio right now. Hopefully you guys are doing a bit better. Unity is the only one really dragging. I want to say kind of keeping it up there. Unity is up 2.3% on the day right now. It's up to $135. This one, I want to say is kind of boosting up a little bit too quickly for my taste. But yeah, lots of red. Celsius is back over. It's over $90. It's up 1.4%, sitting at $92.25. Like I said, Square is actually up today. Like I said, not too much on the I would say not too much on the green side for me, especially from the big companies. The only 2 big companies in my portfolio will probably be Unity and Celsius that are real. It may be Square, but 0.34 isn't gonna help with this red bloodbath that I'm seeing right now. Sorens down 2.5. What else we have? What was AMD? AMD is down 1.1%. I'm actually liking AMD. What's going on in judo? Google is down. Let's take a quick look. I definitely have Google in my portfolio. Yeah, Google is down 1.1%. But David Becker, I mean, Google has been a beast, right? I mean, this is one that continues to just powerhouse through stock prices. I mean, it was pretty quiet. Oh, you can only see about 3. All right, let me get that set up. I think. Let me fix that. Thank you, Dave. And let's make me smaller. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I had to change. I had to change out of my desktop. Is giving me issues, so I'm kind of in my laptop right now, and it's messing a little bit of the stuff up. Morning, Jose. How are you feeling about the overall market? I don't know, Fizz. You know, the overall market. It's my portfolio is doing well, even though we've had these red days. My portfolio is doing well, and normally when my portfolio does well, things they don't do well for long. So I know you hit me up yesterday, Fizz, where you're seeing a lot of, I want to say it's hard for you to find some buying opportunities. I want to say in my big players, in my tier 1 stocks, and even some of my tier 2 stocks, I'm kind of getting in the same boat where it's kind of hard to find some nice buying opportunities at the moment. So this is normally the time, Fizz, and I've done it before. This is normally the time when I start looking outside, and just picking up a few shares here and there of other companies. And once I start seeing better buying opportunities on some of my big players, I either tend to sell those off and go into my big players. So right now, my big players definitely I see might be a bit overextended. In the overall market, I think there might be some buying opportunities that especially in the gaming market. In my opinion, I think the gaming market is really giving us buying opportunities right now. So I might start to dabble a little bit more in there. So Dave, thank you for that. So thanks for letting me know about the screens. AC, what's going on? AC Panawa, what's going on? Chinese recovering and going green. Um, and is it? Let's see. So I have Tencent, for example, in my portfolio. Tencent, it is right. If we take a look for the day, it kind of started a bit down. It's kind of pulling back up. But overall, we're still pretty red in companies like that. So for and agree, Fizz, right? For someone who's really concentrated, Morning Wall Street. And AC Square continues to make very strong announcement. Again, I agree. I want to do a quick update on Square probably either today or tomorrow. Depends. I forget if that was the stock that I wanted to purchase this week. It depends. Actually, yeah, I might hold off on Square. But it is looking pretty interesting right now. And we also saw EA Games. Yesterday I did a video on EA Games. They did announce later last evening that their game has been pushed out, but it's been pushed out to November instead of 2022. So the stock price kind of went up a bit. EA delays Battlefield, so they released at the same time as. That's insane, right? Because originally it was supposed to be October 22nd. I think now it's December 17th when they confirmed the delay, and that was confirmed a few hours after I did the video. But yeah, that's stock price went down a nice amount yesterday, and even after they confirmed the delay isn't too much, stock price is still down 5.3%. So it was confirmed to this a few hours after the video. It was confirmed on Fizz. It was delayed until November 15th, I believe. So only about not even a month apart. But it's no longer in. There were rumors that people thought it was gonna happen after New Year's, after in 2022. In my opinion, that would have been a bad case because you missed that holiday rush. But now ATVI and Call of Duty and Battlefield are gonna go head to head. Dave, are you a Battlefield fan? Are you gonna pick up any of the games? I think you are a Warzone player, right, Dave? Are you form of a Battlefield player as well? Kenneth, morning, Jose. What's a good buy point for Nvidia stock? Kenneth, that's an interesting take for sure. Nvidia, is one that I think it's always a time for at least dollar cost averaging. Especially right now, it's not too overextended from its move. Actually, no, that's today. I believe right now it's more of dollar cost averaging, Kenneth, for Nvidia. Not a time to build up a big position. For me, to build up a big position, I don't know if it'll ever happen. Would be in the 150 areas, in the mid 100s. That to me would be a heavy buying opportunity. Maybe even in the mid 100s. So let's see. Riz, I watched the Battlefield. Yep. Kendall, do you like DSK stock more or Viacom? Would love to see your analysis on their financials. So Kendall, I did a video on Diska and Viacom a few months ago. I don't think their fundamentals are. Have changed too much since I did that video. I think at the end of the day, it's pretty much who has better streaming content at the moment, or who has a better IP. And I honestly forget, Kendall, which one is them. In the streaming market, I still think Netflix might be the best player, or something like Disney Plus. If I was to enter the streaming market, and those are the reasons I would enter Discovery or Viacom, is because of that. I would have others in my list before then. Netflix, for example, Disney Plus, for example. Now even Apple, with them really focusing on Apple TV and really focusing on originals, even though they kind of done it, but in the most recent, I want to say, show that they had announcement yesterday or 2 days ago, we can see Apple really is going hard on the streaming world. So in the streaming market, I think I would enter other players before I enter those, Kendo. Carissa, when should I buy DraftKings? That is an interesting question. Obviously can't give advice. I am very, very bullish in DraftKings. I think at these levels, it's very volatile. There is the possibility of a pullback. So for me, these are levels where I wouldn't mind dollar cost averaging. For me, big buying opportunities will be in the low 50s or between the 40s to 50s. That's when I personally would buy, Carissa, a nice big positions. These levels right now would be, for me, dollar cost averaging positions. David Silva, if EA releases a battle royale for Battlefield, it would be a home run. I have never played Battlefield before, but I will be purchasing the new one. I've always been a Call and Warzone fan. And unfortunately, what's going on, Juno? I don't know if I said hey to Juno. And Juno, and Judo, First green day in all week, up 0.02 at the moment. Nice. I think you're up more than me. But I actually ended green yesterday. Yesterday was a green day for me. But I did, back to Dave, I did hear that EA Games at the moment has no plans of making a Battle Royale game, which in my opinion makes no sense, right? Because Battlefield is known for being such a huge multiplayer game where you're playing, what, 40 versus 40 in Battlefield. I think it's even more than that. So I feel like they already have the concept of it. I wonder if it's just too similar to their original game that it makes no real sense for them to make a Battle Royale game, because their kind of game already is in some way shaped around it. I don't know, right? It's very difficult, but I know EA Game has kind of at the moment said they're not moving into a Battle Royale game for Battlefield. I also think it's because they have Apex, right? Apex is owned by EA Games. It's owned by EA Games, and I guess they don't want too much competition in the Battle Royale market. And let's see, Activision, is it? I actually like Activision at these levels. Clan Math. Obviously, I could be 100% wrong, but these are levels I really like Activision. I mean, they're releasing new games. Call of Duty coming out. Call of Duty is one of the best, I believe, the #1 franchise. One of the top sellings. It's coming out right before holiday season. Call of Duty Mobile still growing pretty strong worldwide in Latin America. Let's take a quick look at App Annie. I don't have a position in Activision just yet, but if we take a look at App Annie, let's look at Google Play in Brazil, for example. Overall apps, we have Garena Free Fire, we have Roblox, Call of Duty is number 11. So definitely pretty interesting. Kendall, I was just thinking at current levels, Viacom has more upside with Paramount Plus being new and then streaming CBS for live football. I know I bought it for $5 a month just to stream the opening games. Nice, Kendall. That's actually, yeah. I mean, like I said, it all depends on the streaming content. Maybe I am more bullish and stuff on like companies like Netflix and Disney because I use those services. I'm not much of a. There's only, I think from Viacom, I only watch one MTV show. And I kind of just milk it from my parents' cable to some extent. I password hop, password sharing. So I don't watch much TV outside of Netflix and Disney Plus. I believe the user growth numbers will propel it because of it. Yeah, I mean, both definitely have some strong partnerships with Paramount Plus and then streaming CBS for live football for sure. And a good place to, I want to say, right? I mean, I wonder if it's an application. Maybe it might start showing up in here in Google Play. Let's see, in America. So let's see, United States of America. I want to see top grossing games. If you see, I mean, HBO Max. I wonder if you would see something like Paramount Plus here. But you see Peacock on top streaming, on top downloads overall. Pluto TV. I forget who owns Pluto TV. Tubi is another one. Let's see. Hulu is another one, but that's owned by Disney. Netflix is still here. So I don't even see a Roku is actually here, number 50. That's actually pretty interesting. But like I said, for me in the streaming market, Kendall, doesn't mean Viacom or Discovery are bad. It's just usually not my cup of tea. Vinci, Jose, what do you think about Pinterest? So Pinterest, interesting for sure. I mean, one of the biggest things affecting the stock price right now is user growth. User growth at the moment, right? It's people are still wondering, hey, as things are opening up, how much of a growth slowdown is gonna happen for Pinterest? So right now we can see stock price. I want to say, if I was bullish in Pinterest and saw where they were going, they're really going into the content creation, which I think is a pretty impressive market, where now you can kind of create content or short-term video in Pinterest, and you'll be able to tag the items you see there, and it kind of creates that e-commerce platform even stronger. So Pinterest for that, I think, is super strong. It is smart. At these levels, if I was ever bullish in Pinterest, these would be the levels where I would be really, I wouldn't mind opening up a nice position sizing. I mean, let's pull up Y charts real quick, and let me close up some of these stuff I have here. And my microphone is actually blocking most of my screen. So let's pull up Y charts real quick, and I want to see Pinterest. So pins, Let's take a look at forward price to sales ratio for this company. Right now, it's sitting at levels seen in September of 2020. So definitely still more expensive than it was in pre-COVID levels. But I believe this is a stronger company since then. I don't have this company in my portfolio, so just sharing my overall thoughts. If we take a look at EV to EBITDA ratio right now, sitting at 44.83. These are levels kind of seen in October, even in January of 2020. So I don't think Pinterest is completely overvalued compared to where it has been in the past. At the same time, volatility in this market can continue to go up and down. So stock prices can always go down, right? But I do like it at these levels. Krisa, do you own any Corsair gear, headphones, keyboard, etc.? Yes, I do own some Corsair gear, but it's mainly in the Elgato line. Krisa, I have, for example, the Stream Deck. I have the 4K capture card, which is to mount my my camera to kind of use my camera for webcam camera. So I use more for it as a streaming user. In forms of actual hardware, real quick, from headphones, no. To keyboard, no. It's my keyboards and mouse and mouse pad are pretty much all Razors at the moment. But I believe maybe some of my lights, I don't know if any, but maybe some of my lights might actually be from the Elgato line as well. Krisa, but I think for Corsair, my favorite things are the stuff outside of the Corsair line. For example, the Elgato line and the Scuff line. I know a few gamers spend a nice pretty penny on some of the controllers. So when you have a niche like that you can have a lot of high gross margins, those to me are my favorite plays, and I think that's where Corsair has strong momentum at the moment. Vinci, no problem on that. Feel free to come back anytime. And guys, I hope everybody's doing good. Is there any stocks you guys are really keeping an eye out right now? Let's take a quick look at Stock Screener. Let's see, Stock Screener, Trading View. Let's leave this. Let's see if there's any stocks really down at the moment right now. And let's look at percentage base. So not much. Ethereum, ATER. I forget which one this one was. I feel like I've heard of it. Nothing really catching my eye. Fisker is down 6% right now. Desktop Metal. I know this was a very popular one before. That one's down 5.4%. Beyond Meat is actually down 5%. This one might be one to keep an eye out. This is actually pretty interesting. I wish I can open Beyond chart. That's actually pretty cool. Play Studios with a nice 33% jump in the last month. Really? Play Studios, I feel like has just gone down. Is it up today, Dave? I haven't even looked at that one. No, it's not. Is it? From its all-time highs? From its all-time low. Dave, I got super excited. Play Studios is one I keep playing in forms of games. I can't. Stock price doesn't seem to be doing the same. I want to take a quick look at earnings next, but this is a small play for me. Beyond Meat, for example, though, this one's interesting. The stock is down about 6% today. These are actually, I want to say, attractive levels. We can see this has been a huge support level for Beyond Meat in the past. A lot of volume. So this are, if I was bullish in Beyond Meat, I actually might do a video on them to see what's happening. Why is the stock price down? But Beyond Meat might be something to look at today. What else do we have? Anything else interesting that is down? Most of these stocks I don't know. Tiger, I know this is in Chinese market, kind of down 3%. We have Ride, Nordstrom down 3.87%. Futu Holdings, another Chinese company. Beike, another Chinese company. Chinese market still seems to be taking a hit. Win, the casino market is still taking a hit. Wind is down about 3.07%. Las Vegas Casino. Coinbase is also taking a hit at 2.4%. Skills is down 2.2%. So Snap Inc. is down 2%. Definitely a big red day. I actually might do a video on Beyond Meat and I don't know what else. Maybe a Coinbase video. Those two stocks are down a nice amount. I actually think Beyond Meat is looking very juicy at these levels. I have to take a quick look at fundamentals, but something to keep an eye out, right? It's definitely bounced off of here numerous times. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen again, but something to keep an eye out. Nintendo is down. What's going on with Nintendo? Stock is down a bit, right? I mean, Nintendo is another gaming company, right? Gaming, I believe the gaming market is really undervalued right now. We did see NYPD, I think it was NYPD. Was that what? Yeah. In the gaming video game industry. Let me see. Gamer engagement for, what's it here? NYPD. Top. Nope. NYPD games August growth. David, if only Beyond Burgers were juicy. Have you tried one, Gene? David, Gene Carlo, what's going on? Take a look at IRNT. We'll do in a bit. NYPD games August. Why doesn't? Is it NYPD? NPD. Oops, not NYPD. NPD. August 2021 video game growth. I think the video game market is still such a huge market. That is still growing at strong levels. Damn, this is not it. Boom, 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 boom. You all insights. Let's see. I know they had it. I did a video on it. But I guess not. Yeah, I tried it once, never again. Just couldn't like the taste. That's crazy. Is it the taste or is it the texture? Is the texture different from it? From a real burger. Now I actually want a burger. But we can see Nintendo is down. I say Nintendo is actually sitting at attractive levels again, right? It's sitting at prices seen in August of 2020, right? This is during the whole COVID stuff. So obviously it is a lot higher from pre-COVID levels. But these are brand new companies. They have so many new customers. They have so many new players. And the growth in the market is still growing. I think for August, it was 7% growth for the month of August in video games and 13% year to date at the moment. So the gaming market is still NYPD. Yes, Maggie. I forget it was called NPD. So I don't know why I kept showing NPD. But NPD, guys, if you guys don't use NPD, they have a lot of great information at the moment. For video games and a lot of insight for other industries for free. So definitely check them out if you guys just want to take a quick look at statistics. Adita, any mobile apps useful for tracking stocks, news, and everything related to the stock market? I mean, I think the best thing, I think tracking news and stuff like that is really much for traders. If you are a trader, you need to have that real-time news, and stuff like that are pretty expensive. To me, the best thing is just your broker. Your broker, if you're looking at a stock, use your broker for that. I use, for example, CNBC is another one that shows a lot of recent news. StockTwits, Nintendo, and Twitter. I mean, all those platforms are free, and you're gonna hear something once everything is shared on Twitter. So I think Twitter is actually one of the best things to track, if not your broker. Kendo, EA or Nintendo at these prices is the real question. I'm gonna buy a few more shares of one or the other. Very interesting. I mean, I think EA Games has a stronger investment community. I think more investors are likely to go to EA. Nintendo, I believe, has a better IP in my opinion, but I believe the stock usually lags a lot. So I would be more confident in better returns in EA Games, in my opinion, Kendo. But I believe Nintendo is probably the better play in the long term of things. But just because it's not an American company, it kind of gets that negativity and that bearish sentiment of international company kind of goes into it, even though it's not one I would really worry about. So those are my thoughts between EA and Nintendo. But let's see, Giancarlo, you want to take a quick look, or Giancarlo, want to take a quick look at IRNT. IRNT, not familiar with this one. First, yeah, right off the bat, this is a stock I would not touch with anything. Super overextended. This was a recent SPAC. The SPAC just got announced, it seems. This is what happened. This is a SPAC. SPAC got announced. Everybody's super excited about it. Everybody's kind of trying to enter it right now. Let me show you what might end up happening at the end of the day. It would be something like SoFi or something like PaySafe, where we get to some crazy prices at the moment. Eventually they pull back down. I think that's what could happen. A high probability. Doesn't mean that it is going to happen, but it could happen with IronNet. It does look like a SPAC. I could be wrong though. Plus, they have better titles like Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda. Yes, for sure. I just think the overall investment community is not too excited about Nintendo for some reason, Kendall. I believe it's mainly because it is an international company. So especially for U.S. investors, I think you might get better traction in EA games. Just my overall thoughts. So yeah, John, Gene, Sean, Carlo. I definitely wouldn't. I personally wouldn't touch. This doesn't mean it's a bad investment. This is more of a, if you are a trader, this is more of lottery plays in my opinion. Or if you are a professional trader and you know what you are doing. I am nowhere near that. So I'd rather do some slots outside of gambling on stocks here. But we can see, I mean, it seemed crazy pull down and then goes pull back up. To me, this is a stock I really wouldn't touch anytime soon. Even if I was excited in the business. So let's see, is there any other stocks you guys want to take a quick look at? Let's see the overall portfolio again. We are seeing a little bit more green. Things are picking back up. I feel like I have more green in my account right now. Unity is still up. Celsius is still up. Upwork is up. Square is up. PayPal is up. Mercado Libre is up. CrowdStrike is up. So I believe the market is turning a little bit around. We still have some companies like Sorrent's down about 2%. But Sorrent's just a few days ago, I think 2 days ago, this one was below 100 levels and it's now 106. So it's not too bad. AMD is down to 1%. Nvidia is down to 1.2%. So a little bit of green, a little bit of red. I'm actually curious to see how my portfolio is doing today. I am going to guess is actually on the red because most of my big players, C Limited, AMD, and Nvidia are on the red. Facebook, Google as well. Yeah. So let's take a quick look at stock. Actually, let me take a quick look at Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat stock. I want to see what's affecting the stock price right now. So usually I actually have a event in a few minutes. So let's take a quick look at this website and let me put Beyond Meat. I wonder what's happening with the stock price right now. Beyond Meat's share are trading lower after Piper Sandler downgraded the stock from neutral to underweight and lowered its price target from $120 to $95. So that's the main reason stock price is down. Right now sitting at $105. It's crazy how kind of analysts can really move these prices on stocks like this. I'm gonna take a quick look at their earnings in a bit and see if things are looking a bit interesting for Beyond Meat, and I'll definitely do a video on it. But guys, I do have a prior engagement at 11 o'clock. I have a Clubhouse event. So thank you guys so much for coming in. I have to fix this live stream thing. I think it sends me to a different live stream each time. But thank you guys so much for the support. Take care. See you tomorrow, and let's hope we have a good day.